Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. May Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai's peace be bestowed unto you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone, Orlando. This could be something, it could be nothing, pursuant to Sirach 5 and 15. Being not ignorant of any small or great matter. But it's just rather interesting. Immediately Genesis 49 comes into mind, and when it goes into Judah being a lion's whelp, and I'll probably get that later on. And you'll know what I'm talking about as I play this video from OGTV 45. I just came across this video earlier as I was been seeing these videos, especially the past few years. Might be a video, a viral clip here and there dealing with these Black Panthers and how, pretty much they, from what it seems, from what it appears in almost antagonizing way. Certain of these Black Panther members basically exercising their rights, walking around in front of police stations with rifles, legally, confront cops and things of that nature. I've been seeing these clips here and there, and through the spirit, which today is pretty much the day. Because like I said, over the past few years, I've been noticing these clips, and it's just in the back of my mind. I knew I was going to do a video, do this video dealing with, from what it appears, again, it could be something, it could be nothing, but from what it appears, a resurgence, if that's the word, of the Black Panther movement. So I've just been waiting for this. Like I said, I've been keeping it on the back of my mind. All right. But it's dealing with a possible, again, something could come of this, nothing could come of it. But nevertheless, having that back knowledge is always helpful. But a possible confrontation with Black Panthers, I.C.E, as we see more and more of the uproars of the people, the stage is being set for civil unrest and all things of that sort. As we are definitely living in that's the spirit, Matthew 24, 2nd Edges 15, 2nd Edges 16. It's just a matter of that final straw breaking the camel's back to really set this thing off. So, without further ado, and Lord willing, I'm going to play this video, and Lord willing, it goes through without any interruptions. And of course, fair use, copyright disclaimer. I'm not making any type of monetary gain off of this video. This is just for informational purposes. So without further ado, let's play this video.
OGTV 45 tapping in. FBA family, we have spoken loud and clear. Delineation is what it is. So when a perceived Black American organization like the Black Panther Party goes against us and decides to align themselves with everything that we're fighting against, we have no choice but to disassociate ourselves with them and cancel the Black Panther Party within the Black American community.
The new Black Panther Party says that ICE should be abolished. Yeah, they caught up with the new Black Panther Party in Philadelphia participating in a visual for old girl who lost her life in Minnesota. They were able to talk to one of the chairmen, Paul Birdsong. He said if he was in Minnesota, old girl would have never lost her life. Matter of fact, nobody would have been touched because they out here armed. Like back in the day in the 60s when they used to do those police patrol, making sure that officers could duck lawful stops, they out here with the same weaponry and the same training. He said they've been trained by older members, old school members from back then. And yeah, they're anti-ICE and that's their agenda. I don't know where they're going to go with this. Do you guys think that armed protesters will de-escalate the situation? Or do you think that armed protesters will make matters worse because they sent additional hundreds of ICE agents into Minnesota on top of the thousands that they already sent out there last month. So I don't know if this new Black Panther Party have a new agenda than they did back in the 60s, but most definitely they're anti-ICE.
FBA family.
Now, when you watch this new age of Black Panthers, especially this guy, because what's his name? Chairman Paul, I think his name is Paul Songbird or something like that. Chairman Paul Songbird or something like that. And this guy looks hella watered down. All right, damn near looks like a soy boy if you ask me. You know, these new age of Black Panthers, man. Nothing from what I've seen, how it used to be, you know. But because he did, again, Chairman Paul, whatever his name is, he did a video, basically control damage based off of this video. Because in this video, apparently he was, because you know how they do, you know, they'll make it seem like you're saying one thing, right? But meanwhile, they're posted different clips to make it seem like you're saying one thing when you know, but so he did a video, this guy, the chairman, he did a video, basically control damage. But nevertheless, he did say, when it comes to these ICE agents, because he went on a rant about, my daddy was born here, my daddy's daddy, my daddy's daddy's daddy, you know, was born here. And if anyone dares to any ICE agents come up to basically come up to him with that shit, that bullshit, he's gonna shoot him, you know. So, you know, man, more recipe for disaster. Again, the groundwork is being laid for civil unrest. All right. And for prophecy's sake, Yahweh Shemel Shabbat they do, you know, do something. You know, they use this and they just don't sweep this under the rug. Because again, it could be something, it could be nothing. But hopefully, for prophecy's sake, all right. Because the whole thing is this guy, the chairman, Paul, you know, he was going on this rant, man, about how, and that's what this guy here is confronting. This guy here, you know, that's what he's talking about. And basically, he's saying you wouldn't have done shit. He's basically saying you wouldn't have done shit. But that's what this guy was talking about. This chairman, Paul guy, you know, he was like, hey, man, if he was out there, shit wouldn't have happened. You know, let's play some more.
Please go follow Brother Donnie on Timeout on TikTok because he always got the breaking FBA news. Now, Brother Donnie, does it hurt us? Is for the worst, them being out there armed? Absolutely. Because it looks like they're us. They're basically out there armed, antagonizing and provoking ICE in blackface. Because the Black Panther Party is no longer a Black American movement. It is an immigrant-backed and based movement. They are pro-immigrant. They're not pro-black American. So yes, it hurts us, and we have to make a public statement that we are not affiliated with the Black Panther Party. If they want to go out there with their weapons and let ICE tear their ass up, let's not let that affect the rest of us.
Any comments you want to give to like my generation, the younger generation, or just any generation?
Legally arm yourselves and unify, or else you will die. And I mean that in the literal sense. You see on the news all the time, Renee. You know, everybody say her name, Renee.
Renee.
Right? She just got shot in the face by ICE.
The fact that you out there telling these grown-ass black men to say that lady's name is diabolical. And the fact that they doing it is even crazier. All y'all need the shit slapped out y'all. But what's even worse is you using this as a rally cry to call our youth to arms, like a real injustice has been done to the people, when y'all know y'all hypocrites like a motherfucker for saying that because y'all won't do what that woman did. No, you won't. None of y'all will run around trying to block them people off and impede their progress and all that. I watch how y'all operate. You stand on the side of the street with your gun and you talk all the shit you want to talk because you know you got your gun within the legal rights of the law. Y'all don't do much yapping unless you know you 100% in bounds of the legal rights of the law. That woman wasn't. You can't do what she did with that car. Every black man that's out there saying her name know damn well if one of us did it, me or you, and the police smoked our stupid ass, nobody's coming out there protesting for it. When the people see that videotape at home, when the black people see that videotape at home, they would have said that brother was in the wrong. That brother should, police pull you over, you got to cooperate. We tell our sons, when they pull you over, just cooperate. We know we go through that all the time. So if we seen a black man do exactly what that woman did, and police smoked their ass, we wouldn't be in an uproar. So why are you trying to get the people in an uproar for that? You dead ass wrong for that.
Right? This is a real thing. And they're not going to stop. And the more they hurt people and get away with it, the more they're going to get that momentum to keep going. So everybody needs to unify and come together, and everybody needs to arm themselves, right? Because the revolution isn't a barrel of a gun. Whether you believe it or not, you want to be comfortable and you want to be nice, you don't want no confrontation. Look, Huey P. Newton said it the best. Anybody without a gun is either a slave or they're about to be one, you know?
My brother, I got to pause you right there. What do you mean revolution is in the barrel of the gun? Did you not just see what happened in Venezuela, my brother? Did you realize that the government let loose some type of sonic bang thing that disorientated, knocked everybody out unconscious, made them bleed from their nose, go blind and deaf, and they never even got a chance to reach for their weapons? Do you realize that the gun is primitive in terms of war nowadays, brother?
Hey man, dealing with that Venezuela situation, and I believe that's why this guy Trump, man, he's like, hey, he's feeling himself right now. I believe, speaking as a man, because what's been coming out. I believe one of those soldiers came out about how, like he was talking about, and you know, pretty much everyone's talking about it right now. Because from what I've seen, it was a lot more than sonic weapons. You know, he pulled up over there with some shit. You know, had them Venezuelans, they were ready to fight, but after Esau hit them with that shit, man, them Venezuelans, man, Jake was like, hey man, fuck that, y'all got it. You know, y'all got it. You know, and again, just speaking as a man, you know, I believe Esau tested some shit, man, and this is why he's feeling himself. You know, he's talking about taking Greenland, right? He's just on this war front. He's on the offensive, mind you. Remember, from the Department of Defense to the Department of War. So now he's on the offensive, rather than being on the defense. He's on the offense now. But with all that being said, you know, Jake, man, with all that being said, Jake has no idea what's getting ready to hit him. All right, because Esau is getting ready to come with the shit. But again, he needs the chaos in order for him to you know, for that order. You know, here it is. It's coming out, or at least the narrative. There's bounties being put out on these ICE agents. They have federal immunity and things of that sort. You know, they're talking about I.C.E, the so-called Mexicans are putting out, the cartels putting out bounties on these agents. So more and more we see the pot being stirred for this all hell to break loose. It's getting ready to be mass casualties.
Didn't you just see what happened over there in Boko Haram when niggas was standing around with a gun talking about they gonna fight Donald Trump with a gun? How stupid they look when them bombs dropped out the air? It doesn't even sound like you're fit for leadership talking like this, my brother. Perhaps, just perhaps, Huey said that in the 60s because the government was using guns in the 60s. They didn't have drones in the 60s. They didn't have the sonic boom bang knock everybody out till they fucking nosebleed in the 60s when Huey made that statement. Yo, who's in charge of common sense over there? And how are these guys getting appointed as chairman? Did you not see what happened to our dearly beloved Chairman Fred? How they took him out? They didn't fear Chairman Fred's gun.
That's a good point. I'm gonna grab this, blow the dust off this one, because again, that's a good point. You talk about this guy, Chairman Fred, going back to the '60s, right? Make certain of those statements that he made because the government, they were fighting with guns. But Esau, again, he has a whole new can of whoop ass for Jake, man, and Jake is not ready. And secondly, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you can't beat Esau at his game. All right, you can't beat Esau at his game. His game, a part of his blessing is a sword. You're not going to beat Esau at his blessing. Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. And again, speaking as a man, I believe Esau tested some shit over there in Venezuela because they were talking about, man, hey, they were like old boy here said, hey, they didn't even have time to pull out their guns. They didn't even have time to draw. Esau hit him with some shit. Not just sonic weapons. Esau hit him with some shit. The reports that have been coming out to where, hey, man, them Jake over there, man, they gave up. They were just like, hey, man, y'all got it. Y'all got it. So Esau, he's been testing shit, all right? And Lord willing, Esau, he's getting ready to come with it. But you best believe, hey, this sword is being sharpened. Verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may be glitter. It is furbished that it may glitter. You see, notice how the Lord puts emphasis on these statements. All right, he said it's getting ready to make a sore slaughter. The Lord really puts emphasis on his words for a reason. So with that being said, it says, should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So Jake is out here bullshitting. Is this a time to be in that partying bullshit spirit? That's a daisical and things of that sort? Absolutely not. Right? It says, verse 11, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. So just like the missiles, in a sense, right? You would think all these nations, they're as the scriptures say, these nations, instead of putting money into making their economies better and things of that nature, they're putting it into war, building missiles and things of that nature. You think those missiles aren't going to be handled? Well, that's the spirit. You don't think those missiles are going to be used? Right? You think those missiles are just going to be put up in a museum somewhere just to be looked at 100 years from now? Absolutely not. So, as it says in 11 again, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Because the indignation that we're going to see when Esau comes down with that great wrath, ultimately it is the Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai spirit, as it says in Isaiah 10, which Esau, he studied these different empires and these different torture tactics, the hell that these different heathens put on our people, such as the Assyrians. All right, because when you go back, the hell that is the Assyrians put on Jake, man. Again, Esau, he studied this. All right. And that's why in Isaiah 10:5, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. All right, so the spirit that we're going to see, because Esau, man, Esau, he will hate a Jake, man. He can't even understand why he hates a race of people so much. But it's the spirit of the Lord. It's just how the Lord set it up. All right. Now, for a long time, that hatred has been masked. But nevertheless, as the scriptures say, the rust is still there. Just because you paint over it, just because you cover it, doesn't make it go away. All right. Matter of fact, verse 6, I will send him against an hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath. Will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets? So ultimately, again, Yahweh Bashem Shah is about to give Esau, the so-called white man, the green light. All right. Yahweh Bashem Shah is about to let this pit bull off the leash. And Jake is showing up. Jake is showing up. I can't even say a knife to a gun. I can't even say they're bringing a knife to a gunfight. Jake is just. They're coming with sticks. Cause Esau, man, he has a whole another can of whoop ass. Some shit that we've never seen before. Some shit that you see out of a Wi-Fi movie. Just ask those Venezuelans. When Trump went over there.
They fear Chairman Fred's mind. Revolution is through the power of the mind, not through the gun, brother. We don't have the guns to compete with them. That's foolishness. You leading people to the slaughter. FBA family, listen up. Pew-pews are for personal protection or protecting your business. It's for home defense. It's for sport, like hunting, target practice, things like that. Anything other than that, that's not what they're for. Don't listen to this guy. Your ass gonna end up dead or in a penitentiary.
So, and people worried about people being scared of him. Huey P. Newton also said this when somebody asked him, don't you think the Black Panther Party is scary? Don't you think it's scaring people? He said, my people have been the ones afraid. Hey, sister, we got free groceries over here. Free hot soup and free clothes. He said, my people be the one afraid for hundreds of years. So if you're saying people scared of us, now that's a compliment. That means we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather be scared of ICE? Would you rather be scared of the slave catcher, the police? Would you rather be scared of the government forces that are working against the people? Or would you rather be them scared to mess with you? That's for you to choose. That's for you to decide. Unify, arm yourself, and keep this mentality all the time. All power to the people.
The Black Panthers are against Black Americans. You protesting against ICE. They're getting illegal immigrants out of our neighborhoods, which is opening up jobs for us. The Black Panthers are protesting against jobs being opened up for Black Americans. They're getting these illegal immigrants out of our neighborhood who committed grotesque crimes in their country. And you guys are protesting against it. The Black Panthers are protesting against ICE taking our worders out of...
And everyone has the difference of opinion dealing with ICE. You know, the immigrants, the immigrant situation, all of it is controlled. All right, controlled opposition. All right. You know, Esau's witchcraft, man, his sorcery, because it's just leading to more division. Just like what we seen back in 2020, 21, right? Where families were divided. Husbands and wives divorced over this whole jab situation, Capri Sun. You know, Esau, he's a crafty bastard.
Black neighborhoods. ICE is coming to get these people out of your neighborhoods. It's opening up opportunities for Black Americans, and the Black Panthers are protesting against it. You have elderly Black Americans who can't even get government assistance right now when they need it, health care and so on and so forth, because the money's just not there. Because all of the money, as we've seen the numbers, is going to immigrants, a lot of illegal immigrants. And ICE is getting them out of the country. Would have opened up this money for these elderly Black people to probably start getting some government assistance again. And the Black Panthers are protesting against it.
And I'll say as well, hey, for the most part, I love it. Because who's crying out? Esau, his health care is going up. Hell, Esau, he can't even get health care. You know, Esau, he's losing. And if it's to so-called Hispanics, spics, wetbacks, whatever you want to call it, hey, I love it. Because I've said this before. Although 2/3 are going to get their ass whooped. But hey, man, I love to see the tides turn. Or excuse me, I love to see the tables turn. All right, at one point. Because, you know, I do a lot of deliveries and stuff. You know, and I love to see it, man. Going into these fancy neighborhoods, gated communities. And you would think it's Esau up in that bitch. It's Jake. Jake sliding good. Jake sliding good. I love it. You see more and more homeless Edomites. I saw one Eve. She was like, man, I'm not giving no money to no homeless white person. Yeah. You know, I love to see it. Again, although 2/3 are going to get their ass whooped, but I love to see this shit, man.
The Black Panthers are against Black people. Y'all niggas need to change your name. Y'all ain't Black Panthers no more. If Black Americans don't come first, then y'all not Black Panthers. And black Americans, we should push for them niggas to change the name to the All People Panthers, the Carolina Panthers, whatever the hell they want to be. Because when you go by the name Black Panthers, it insinuates you speak on behalf of or you're representing black America. And black Americans have spoken loud and clear, so loud that Tucker Carlson heard us, goddammit. We are delineating. We're not doing Pan-Africanism. We're not doing people of color. Black Americans have spoke. It's over. The Black Panthers don't get to make that decision for us. And so if you decide to stand on the side of Pan-Africanism or stand on the side of people of color or everything is just about this fascist regime you made up in your head, the fascist regime, the fascist regime, the fascist regime. Y'all niggas been saying that shit since the 60s. That ain't what the fuck people want to hear right now. What we want to hear right now is reparations, reparations, reparations. No more immigrants in our politics. No more immigrants in our politics. No more immigrants in our politics. If that's not the cause you champion, my brother, you are what we call off code. You off code. With all the love and respect, I grew up admiring the Black Panthers my whole life, but this new Black Panther Party, brother, this ain't what it is. Y'all niggas is off code. And we ain't finna allow nobody to play in our face.
They gon' what?
Who said that?
Oh, yeah? They about to deploy out here right now?
6 p.m. was deemed an unlawful protest.
What was?
And they cracked down on people at like 5:20, which is like 40 minutes before the curfew.
Okay.
And they threatened to tear gas people as they're pushing people down
Where?
the street.
They're threatening to tear gas people up here?
Here's what I want to say. They ain't nothing but bitches and hoes. And like I said, that ICE is the new IG baddies. You know, they get $50K to go shake their ass for Trump. And Greg Ravino is the biggest IG baddie ever. He's shaking his ass. And like I said, I gave him a challenge. Not no threat. I'm not into that criminal type shit. I said like a celebrity match. He take off all that shit, go in the ring with me, put on gloves. If I win, they get the fuck out of Illinois and Chicago. And if he win, I'm going to just sit my ass down.
Like, you gotta make it make sense, bro. You act like you with all this revolution.
Salakia.
Black man rise up stuff when everybody knows we can't do it because we don't have the numbers. And you're out there supporting the people who are pushing for us to unalive our babies.
Yeah, that's pretty much it there. Spirit telling me to wrap this up. So yeah, all in all, overall, like I said, through the Spirit, I've been waiting for a while. Again, to blow the dust off this, Genesis 49. Because like I was saying, Esau, he's losing. All right, Esau's losing. And not only is he losing, he's losing to a bunch of so-called niggas and Hispanics. So what do you think he's going to do? Like Yahushua said in St. John 18, verse 38, right? My kingdom is not of this world. If it was, my servants would fight. And Jake's about to get caught up in he's about to meddle in another man's affair. Because Esau, he's getting ready to fight for his kingdom, rightfully so. All right. And Jake's going to get caught out there, man. But nevertheless, I'm going to grab this before I grab that. Because, eventually, Jake is going to start tearing shit up. Genesis 49. And Lord willing, this is that catalyst, that snowball effect. As I said, it could be something, it could be nothing. Lord willing, it's something. Genesis 49. 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Because whenever Jake was getting in that roused up spirit, Esau, he would throw a bone and just rock Jake right back to sleep. Rocking right back to sleep. And like I mentioned, this guy, this Chairman Paul guy, all right, the Black Panthers, he's been talking he was talking hella cash, right? Well, if he was out there, this would have never happened. And if Ives comes to me, I'm finna shoot to kill, just talking hella cash shit. So, Lord willing, Lord willing, y'all do what y'all gotta do, man. Do something. Because Lord willing, the Lord don't take his foot off the gas pedal. All right, it looks like this thing is heating up more. Hopefully Esau uses this. All right. you know, and believe it or not, because, you know, Jake is looking for answers. They want to be a part of something. You have a lot of Jakes out there. They are looking to join the, you know, these different movements, Black Panther movements and stuff like that. These revolutionary groups and things of that nature. They just want to be a part of something, you know. And of course, you're going to have a lot of hotheads, YNs, and stuff like that, being reckless. All right, living by the sword. Eventually, they're going to die by the sword. You know, one thing's going to lead to another, man. One thing's going to lead to another, and hey, bullets going to start flying. What's going on in Iran is going to come here. All right, as well as many other places. It's going to come here. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. All right. You know. And Lord willing, sooner than soon, man. We'll grab this in Isaiah 19. Because Jake is going to start tearing shit up. Isaiah 19 and 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Talking about America, which is spiritual Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it. So more and more, Yahweh Shema Shah, he's breaking America down from the inside. You call it the Antiochus effect, or excuse me, was it the excuse me, that was Alexander the Greek. I believe that was Alexander the Greek, the freak. But the Lord smote him with a disease so bad, he even tried to repent and acknowledge Yahweh Shema Shai. And this is an Edomite. Just like you. I don't remember if it was Alexander or was it Antiochus or Antiochus. But nevertheless, whoever it was so bad that the servants didn't even want to be around him because he was rotting from the inside out. So yeah, who was that? Alexander. You know, the Lord smote him with a pestilence. Basically rotting from the inside out. You know, so that's that effect on America. This place is crumbling from within, and again, Esau, he's losing. So rightfully so, he's going to defend his kingdom. He's going to fight for his kingdom, as he should. But in the process, you best believe you're just going to get mowed down out here. Best believe. These Black Panthers, these chairmen, whoever, such as none of this shit's going to save you. But Yahweh Shema Shabbat, you know, hey, the Lord uses this. You know, something does, for prophecy's sake, something does come of this. All right, because I've been waiting. I've just been sitting back and waiting. You know, I've been, seeing shit about, the Black Panthers, and, they've been going viral here and there. And I've been sitting back and waiting. And so, hey, Lord willing, this could be that catalyst, man. That would be interesting. needless to say, that would be interesting. You know, Black Panthers against ICE. That would be interesting. But of course, we just have to wait and see. You know, so Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.